What's up, y'all? Y'all know who this is. You know who that is. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in.
Ooh,
Anyway, hey, big win, man. I mean, and I call it a big win because we already proved we can beat anybody, and now we need to prove that we can not lose or win the games that we're supposed to win.
yeah.
And it wasn't pretty, but they were able to save themselves and get it done and come out with the dub. So I'll call it a big win.
That was huge. Emotional roller coaster again, man. That's the second home game I've been to where like we premature celebrate. Like the big screen said Raiders win, and we hadn't won yet. The crowd was going crazy again, just like against the Ravens. And then we get into overtime, and it wow, So it was cool. It was cool.
All right. Who do you see as the unsung hero of this game?
The unsung hero of this game. I'm going to show a lot of love today to our wide receivers. But Brian Edwards, man, clutch.
Okay.
I got to give Carr credit. He bounced back from his bad first quarter, but I was on the end zone side above the black hole, and the pass that Carr hit Edwards on, where he kind of split the two defenders on the front and back side. I got the behind Edwards view, and just, I mean, hands catch, great throw. Again, another clutch play in overtime. The man is just, man, he's cold blooded, man. So to me, it's Edwards. I know we're talking about the Renfro route, the Renfro touchdown. Henry Ruggs had some big plays, but hey, Edwards, man, I like him. I like what I'm seeing from him.
Who's your unsung on defense?
Man, defense, unsung. I've talked about him quite a bit, but Quentin Jefferson, man, I like what I'm seeing from Quentin Jefferson on the inside. I think he helps make things life easier on the outside. I think that spin move, that double spin that him and Max put on those offensive linemen that had both of them on the ground. I think it was Jefferson that got to the quarterback, but it's got to be Q Jefferson, man. I think he's going to be, he's going to continue to get better, get into his own, and be that player that KJ Wright is saying that he's one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL, and I'm seeing it from him.
Okay. My offensive unsung is Henry Ruggs. And okay, he had Xavier Howard the best corner in the league, lined up on him most of the day.
Followed him
And
around.
4 catches, 78 yards. He said that's darn near 20 yards per catch with that guarding him. And you saw how he mossed him. He mossed him when he went over the middle, he mossed him. And I'm like, okay, this that let me know Ruggs is for real. Because okay, we could talk about numbers and all that other crap, but think of Amari Cooper when he was with us, and he's still the same now with Dallas. He'll go for 200 on you. He'll go off. He will really go off. But then as soon as he faces a real corner, he disappears.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that Ruggs didn't disappear when he faces a real corner. And he faced the best corner in the game, and he didn't have any problems with him. Matter of fact, the Raiders faced the best secondary in the game, and they didn't have no problems with them.
Ruggs is incredible. I think he's one of the best weapons.
I'm so glad we got him and not CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Because all CeeDee Lamb could do is what Renfro and Edwards and Waller already do. And then my defensive unsung is Solomon Thomas. I think he's better than Jefferson. I mean, he leads the team in sacks, and it doesn't have it has like half the snaps of everyone else.
Yeah.
So, you know what? And I'm not going to argue about starting him over Jefferson. I'm not going to even argue that. I'm going to argue this though. He needs to see more snaps.
Yeah,
and I see they gave him more. They gave him more on Monday than they did the week prior. But he needs more. He needs more work. I mean, the guy's leading the team in sacks. I mean, he has more than Crosby right now.
I think this is all by design. I think that, I saw Farrell and Asset get in there a little bit more, as well last time. I think this is all on purpose, the limitation of snaps per player, just to make sure that as they're going in, they're fresh and relentless in their attack. So I'm loving, what we're talking Raiders football. And again, we're talking about our receivers dominating. We're talking about our defensive line dominating. Like
when's the last time we said that, huh? So who do you have as your game balls?
My game ball on offense to me is going to Henry Ruggs. Mainly because the catches that he made was big. He would have had a touchdown. Carr missed him. He was over.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, but just again, I know you talked about him earlier, but like the catches he's making, like the toe tap, right? That was the prettiest. I'm over here listening to the Nutcracker musical while he's over there in the air spinning.
Toe tap. Looking like Lynn Swan.
Yeah, we saw him last year miss on those, but bam, he comes in and works, the catch you talked about where he like glided and rose in the air as he glided and then he caught the ball, just what we're seeing from him, and how he's getting his other teammates open. To me, that man is becoming the number one receiver from his draft. We talk about CeeDee Lamb a lot. He's got other players around him, that I think open it up for him. Ruggs is the guy that opens it up for everybody else.
Yes, I've been saying that for a long time. Another thing is this. You saw what Ruggs did to Xavier Howard.
Yeah.
Please name me someone that CeeDee Lamb has beat. Name me a corner. Name me one. Name me one top flight corner. Because he has thing is, he made his way up. He's up to number 2 now because one of the receivers got hurt. He was number 3 receiver, so we always had the number 3 corner on him. And so now he's got the number 2 on him. The number 1 is on Amari Cooper. So when he starts beating top corners, then we're talking about something. And the whole thing is this. I don't feel like in my argument I have the burden of proof because everybody's saying CeeDee Lamb is better. And all I'm saying is Ruggs is better for the Raiders. Because if Lamb played for the Raiders, what routes are you going to run? He's not going to go deep and open up things for everyone else because you can cover him one-on-one deep.
Yeah.
Now you send Ruggs deep. Now he's taking at least 2 people with him when Ruggs goes deep. And so that opens things up for Waller and company. And CeeDee Lamb does no such thing. If anything, Waller opens things up for him.
Yeah. And really for me, this is going to sound crazy, but we have a receiver that is as good as CeeDee Lamb, maybe even a little better. And his name's Bryan Edwards. That to me is kind of what, CeeDee Lamb is. He's a big receiver, but to me, CeeDee Lamb isn't Ruggs. Different players, but to me, our version of CeeDee Lamb is Bryan Edwards. But again,
I'm not going to call him better than the Lamb, but I'll say he could do the same thing Lamb does. Just say that.
Yeah, I'll say he's better than Lamb just because.
Okay, you go right ahead.
I don't want to say that, even though I just did. But Edwards is a playmaker. They're not all going to get the same targets that CeeDee is because we have so many weapons on offense, and our quarterback knows how to deal this year. better than he ever has. So.
And let's not forget that the Raiders have a run first coach. he was stubborn with it. That running almost lost us the game.
I don't get it, man. We scored 25 straight points, slicing and dicing them with the pass game.
Exactly.
And then, like, why not? And again, this coach needs to learn how to win and needs to learn how to.
He needs to learn how to put his foot on someone's throat.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because thing is, I understand the wanting to run the clock out. Okay, I get that. But you got to get first downs. Yeah. You don't get to keep the ball just because you're running. You keep the ball by getting first downs and moving the chains. And he's, so run the ball on first down, run the ball on second down. Now you got an obvious passing down on third down. You're gonna make it hard for yourself to get a first down. Like, no, and it was too early in the game to do that. It's not like he had 1 minute left in the game. There was some time in the clock, which is why the Dolphins were able to come back on him.
Yeah, and really for me, it's like we know we can move the ball fast to get into field goal range. We need to really, in those situations, at least get into field goal range and then go into that predictable run, offense. And hopefully he's going to learn. He's going to see it. Take it from someone who put money on Raiders 3.5. I was pissed. We only won by 3, and it's just like how are we going to just go 3 and out twice in a row,
right?
And punt it, and then let them.
They haven't stopped you all day.
Yeah, So, but yeah, I mean, again, was this our best effort? Was this our best game? Absolutely not.
No.
And we won again, man. That's a sign of a special team. So, but what about you, man? Who's your game ball?
My game ball is your boy, Derek Carr. Oh. And I mean, he's quarterback. He threaded the needle, extended plays. He did all of the things that you said he couldn't do. You said he wasn't a dog, but yet he always comes back and finds a way to win when he's put in a position where he can win it when they're behind. That's what a dog is. A dog fights back and wins.
I think what's happening this year with Derek Carr and John Gruden is they're the running game.
I just said that. Keep going.
The running game is gone, right? So they have to put the ball in Carr's hands more often. We're living and dying by what Derek Carr is doing. But what I'm personally seeing is I'm personally seeing more of the dog that you talk about, like where he's taking sacks, right? I don't think he fumbled, Sunday, and he's been hit, right? But he's not just dropping the ball anymore. He's being a little bit more secure. Like that pass with, that pick six. I mean, that's what Carr has done in the past, but he's let that snowball into something worse. That didn't happen this year. Let's be honest. Like we've seen pick sixes from Derek Carr before, right? I think I saw a stat that since he's entered the league, there's only 3 quarterbacks that have more pick sixes than Derek Carr since he's been drafted. Yeah. But to me, again, and this is why I say it's just different for Derek, is because those situations would snowball into the Miami game, into the Falcons game, into the Jets game in previous seasons. And this year, he's not doing that. He does have more help. But to me, the man is playing at a level that only 3 other quarterbacks in the NFL history have done. And to say it's the same Derek Carr, it's not.
Okay, well, you know what? He was playing. He was playing at a level that he was playing at a level that only 3 other quarterbacks were playing at even before this year. And that he was. I understand, but listen, he played. Okay, him, Patrick Mahomes, and not even Patrick Mahomes. Only him and Aaron Rodgers for the previous 3 years, not this year, threw for over 4,000 yards and had under 10 or under interceptions.
See, I can't.
Not even Mahomes did that.
I can't give him that credit because what we're ignoring are the turnovers. We're ignoring his turnovers, and that to me is
Like
like
I said, interceptions are turnovers. That's
so
I'm
our
talking.
fumble.
I'm talking about throwing the ball. You can talk about all that turnover stuff all you want to, but I'm talking about throwing the ball because every turnover, every fumble isn't his fault. Every fumble isn't his fault. Quarterbacks, that happens to quarterbacks. They're trying to throw the ball and they are holding it like so. Some of it is their fault, but some of them, the guy gets beaten, bam, the ball gets slapped. You can't blame you can't say every fumble that Carr lost was his fault. And
Um,
then and then when he pitches the ball right to the running back and he drops it, that fumble goes to Carr. When maybe the center didn't snap it right and it fumble, and it's a fumble, that fumble goes to Carr too. There's a lot of stuff that gets charged to Carr that's not necessarily his fault.
I'll agree with that, but when it becomes a pattern, right? When it becomes like, and this is why I say that, like, I get what you're saying, why you're saying that the last 3 years he's been the same Derek Carr, but that's where I'll disagree because when I look at like his top two highest turnover seasons in his career were 2018 and 2020. So that was just most recently. So that's why for me, like I can't come out and say it's the same Derek Carr. To me, the Derek Carr this year, it's a Derek Carr that has progressed, that has grown, and his team is progressing and growing. His hair is progressing and growing,
Oh,
which is why I haven't cut my hair.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to cut your hair as long as he doesn't cut his?
I'm going with the Derek Carr cut once he gets cut, man. He's my quarterback, man. I'm tired of you talking about him.
All of a sudden he's your quarterback. Okay.
No, like I'm honestly though, and here's my thing as a Raiders fan and as a Carr critic, like I will say when he's wetting the bed, when he's playing bad, and I'll also give him credit when he's playing great. And I mean, we've been friends for a while now. I was on the start the Carr bandwagon. I was selling the T-shirts. I was running the 2016 NFL parade, but then I just saw a difference in his game, and now I think he's back, he's healthy, he's getting confident again. Again, fourth year in Gruden's offense, right? But to me, again, this is a man that I haven't seen play the way he's playing. His depth per target is different. His passing is different. He's trusting his wide receivers more. They've earned it more, but Derek Carr is playing at a level that, only I think maybe 3 other quarterbacks in NFL history have played.
Okay, again though, when a quarterback is playing that well, he's standing on the shoulders of his teammates.
Yeah.
And what I mean by the same guy is Carr is accurate now. Carr has been accurate. Carr throws a beautiful deep ball. He's been throwing a beautiful deep ball. He's not doing anything any different. He's taking more chances down the field, of course. But why? Because he has guys he can do that with. I mean, what you gonna throw the ball deep down the field to a 50-year-old Jordy Nelson? I mean, what was he supposed to do? I think he has guys he trusts. So yes, he's throwing that thing up for him.
I think Carr's learning though. I think what Carr has done over even just last year, he put a lot of film up there where he's not throwing it to the wide open guy. We're still seeing it this year. We're seeing where he's choosing to.
I can show you some Tom Brady film where he's not throwing it to a wide open guy.
And that's and that's perfect. But the man has 7 Super Bowl rings. I don't think Tom Brady is the best quarterback to ever play. I think he's the best leader and winner to ever play.
Yes, I agree with that. But I'm just saying that Tom Brady is the dawn of this era. So, and I'm saying even he has those times. Even he has those times where he misses. Even he has those times where he underthrows a guy. Even he has those times where he doesn't see a guy. So Carr's never going to be the guy that never misses anybody.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. That's going to keep happening.
I don't expect
just like it's happening now, but look at the level he's playing on. That's the point I'm trying to make to you.
To me, I feel like he's leveled up this offseason. I don't know. Maybe it is the hair. We need to get
Oh gosh.
we need to get
Hey,
Perk Plus. Or we need
was
to
it
get
Sampson?
the Head and Shoulders. I'm gonna contact Head and Shoulders, and I'm gonna
Oh
let them
my
know
goodness.
that like we have your new Troy Polamalu and Derek
Oh
Carr.
my goodness.
Give this guy some
He's
shampoo
he's
because
got a he's got a lot more growing to do if he's gonna reach Troy Polamalu level.
nope, he's already there.
I don't think I don't think Palomalu cut his hair from birth to where he was at when he was playing in the league.
Hey, whatever Derek Carr has in his hair, we once he cuts it, we got to trim that up, put it in a bag like my wife did with my babies, and then we need to put that in the Hall of Fame somewhere or something when he gets a haircut because I think that's the difference in Derek Carr is his hair. So
Well, my defensive game ball is going to go to Mullen, Trayvon Mullen. I thought he had, you know, I thought he had a good game, and more importantly, he came through when we absolutely needed it on that deep ball when they were going to try to win the game on us, and
yeah,
boom, he comes up with the big play, with the big,
yeah.
just deflection, whatever you want to call it. But yes, so that's my defensive guy right there.
I'm going with Denzel Perryman, man. That man is delivering hits. He is everywhere, man. I think he's what led our team in tackles.
Yeah,
So
he's third in the
game.
league. He's third in the league right now.
Yeah.
I can't, I can't argue with that. The reason why I'm telling you because I was considering Perryman.
Yeah.
The only reason why I went with Mullen over Perryman is because of that. Those couple of he made a couple of important plays on deep balls, and I just thought, man, that we would have been dead if those balls had been completed. So that's why I'm giving it to Mullen. But Perryman, oh my goodness, yeah. And on top of how well he's playing in tackles and all the other good stuff, he is a tempo setter.
Yeah.
It's a tempo. That dude, man, that dude is a big hitter. And I know you're there at the game, so I know you hear that.
Oh man, the crowd, man. It's just, I mean, and I think he got called for a penalty on one of his hits that I thought was just it was perfect, you know. But I mean, whatever he just joined us like I swear he got off the plane and just walked into the stadium and just started playing, you know. So
he knew the defense already.
yeah,
I mean, the only person that knows Bradley's defense better is KJ Wright, who started off with them way back in 2011, 12, whenever that was. So yeah, there's no, and what he was. That was the thing. He was just in that defense last year. So there's, there was nothing. There was no learning curve. You know what I mean? There's no learning curve. There's no only adjustments he has to make is to the people he's playing with, and not even and one person he doesn't have to make an adjustment with is KJ Wright, because Wright knows the defense too. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna be here, you be there, and what's my man Casey Hayward? He has the back end doing what they're supposed to do. So you got somebody, Jefferson on the front. He's on that defense. So the Raiders had somebody on every level that has been in his defense before.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
Ngakwe and Jefferson.
Yeah, and that's what's cool, man. And I think we should we're giving the DBs and linebackers some credit, but let's call it how it is. Those guys are having success because of the way this defensive line is playing, man.
Yeah.
Lead league in pressures, Crosby, Ngakwe, Jefferson, Solomon Thomas, Hankins is still there. Nassib is doing awesome. I mean, again, we're talking about the Raiders defense right now, man. And the way we're talking about it just pumps me up. I mean, I'm not going to say we're going 17-0, but we're going 17-0, Carl.
I said I wanted the defense to finish 15, as far as points go. I wanted to see them finish number 15. With the offenses they played, minus the Dolphins, but with the offenses they played, versus the offenses they're going to play. I mean, obviously they're going to play the Chiefs twice, but other than that, I mean, the Chargers okay, but their Chargers offense I don't think is anything like the Ravens, but
They're going to
they're not,
struggle with pressure, man.
yeah, the offenses aren't going to be that great, compared to what they've seen already. So they have a chance to go lower than 15.
Yeah.
I don't know about top 10, but maybe better than 15.
Yeah. When I look at our offense, it's a matchup problem for any defense in the NFL. There's not one defense that matches up well with us because we're so diverse. We do so many different things and so many different players can beat you in so many different ways. When I look at our defense matching up against another offense, yes, they can present problems to us, but now we're presenting problems to them. You know what I mean? And that's why
number one is can that quarterback get the ball off?
Yep. And really for me, I look at the Chiefs, like great offense, poor defense. I look at the Chargers. They're I wouldn't say they're high level on either side of the ball, but they're fairly well balanced on either side of the ball. Like I think we have a better offense than the Chargers do. I think we have a better defense than the Chargers do. So when we match up against them, I think that's going to be evident. It's going to be a home game for us.
We took their best corner.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And the way our cornerbacks play, they match up well against those Chargers wide receivers.
What's going to be interesting to me is what are they going to do with Ruggs? You know what I mean? What are they going to do about Ruggs? And now that he's healthy and doing his thing, because there was a couple of catches that he should have had, the deep balls, but he didn't get his feet in. And now he looks like he can, make that tightrope play and get his feet down. So,
yeah. And Jacobs is going to change that game.
When he starts playing, I don't know, is he playing this week or not? But I know when he does start playing, everybody needs to forget it because as far as stopping them on offense, everybody needs to forget about it because you have to defend every possible thing there is. You have to defend the run. You have to defend the short pass. You have to defend the short pass to the running backs. You have to defend the short pass to the tight end. You have to defend the deep ball to the tight end. You have to defend Hunter Renfrow on the slot. You have to defend him going deep at times. And you have to defend Ruggs going deep. And now you have to defend him short and intermediate as well. And of course, Brian Edwards is a do-it-all receiver. So what are you take something away, you're giving something up. So which one are you going to give up?
Yeah, Jacobs ain't going to see that many stacked boxes. He's not going to get hit behind the line anymore because now, and again, Derek Carr was a tight ends and running back receiver, kind of more short passes. So defenses played a little bit up, crowded the box a little bit more. Now they can't anymore. You know what I mean? So
they have receivers now.
Jacobs is going to see some more open space. And the one thing our offensive line can do, and I think they're starting to do better, especially on the right side, is that run blocking is going to be great. I think it's going to get better as it goes on.
It is getting better. You saw it get better in person, just in front of your very eyes in the game. I mean,
Peyton Barber rushed for 100 and Peyton Barber rushed for 100 and yeah.
That takes us into what does all this mean for the future? And I will say this, because I have a concern. Gruden has to stop all this, man. He has to stop, everything's automatically a run situation. First and second down are automatic run situations when they get in the red zone. I'm still concerned about the red zone thing because Gruden's conservative. Carr had the best red zone accuracy in the NFL last year. But he didn't throw that many touchdowns. Why? He didn't throw the ball that much. You run on first and second down, and then You wait till you absolutely have to throw it, and what are you going to do then? He's one of the best behind Aaron Rodgers. He's one of the best back shoulder fade throwers, but yet they never use that. And I thought Gruden figured it out in Week 17 last year against the Broncos because he started throwing that a little more, and they start striking from, like, the edge of the red zone or just beyond the red zone from 20 to 25 yards. But that's missing. They need to throw. They don't let them. Another area that Gruden is holding Carr back in is throwing touchdowns, because what happens is, everybody's not going to just let you run when they know you're going to run. And then if you're decent against the run, you're going to stop it because that's what they're going to do. So I want to see Gruden let Carr go. Let him throw some 10-yard touchdown passes. Let him throw some 5-yard touchdown passes, some 20-yard touchdown passes. And, because Carr has all these yards, but he only has 6 touchdowns. Brady doesn't have as many yards as Carr, but he has 10. Why? Because he's throwing in the red zone. The Raiders, they have the most yards, but they're not leading the league in points. Why? Because they're kicking field goals, because they're not throwing touchdowns. So that's what I would like to see going forward. What about you?
I definitely agree that Gruden. So Gruden's play calling is a problem situationally, but I actually think John Gruden saved Derek Carr's career. I think, and I don't know if you would agree with me or not, but Derek Carr has been playing his best ball since 2018, 2019, 2020. He's kind of come into his own. He had a great year in 2016. I know we get excited about that year, but for me, really, that year, I don't think it was a sustainable thing that we could do year in and year out, where this year, as far as the future goes, and this is why, as Raider Nation, we have to get used to this, right? Like, this isn't just a week-to-week thing. We're gonna have a great season this year, and it's gonna happen again next year. So for me, for the future of this team, it's built right, and we're seeing it out there. We're seeing free agents that were added this offseason make plays. We're seeing our draft picks that are developing. The Raiders can't draft and develop. It's like, guys, like, give them time, right? Like, Mayock literally just walked in the door in 2019, and everyone's trashing his drafting. It's like, listen, I get Pearl. We missed. We're not the only team to miss on a pick, but I love what Abram's doing. Josh Jacobs is a stud. You got Mullen, you got Crosby, Nate Hobbs, our safety, our rookie Morig. I like what he's doing. So for me, I'm just looking at this entire team. Every position group, even special teams, man. I think our punter is number 1 in average net yards per punt. Our kicker is our field goal kicker, Carlson's number 1. Still mad that he missed that extra point, or I would have won my bet, but that's for another day. But I'm looking at what this means for the future. I think we're a matchup nightmare for any team that we play. Teams don't want to play us.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there. Elias, go ahead and say your goodbyes.
Hey, Raider Nation, and enjoy this season, man. We're back. We're going to win a playoff game. Just have fun with the year. And for all you Carr lovers, man, I promise I'm going to keep Carl away from all the bad talk about Carr moving forward. That's my quarterback. So.
All right, y'all. Peace out.